So I've been asked a few times over the last few weeks when I've been in the workshop by people about whether there's any real benefit to learning music theory for rock guitarists. Now, I come from the classical tradition, so yes, there is very much in that, but for rock guitarists I still think that it's vitally important to learn at least the basics of theory to understand why certain things happen. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to go and study it in depth, but I thought while I'm doing nothing else, well, it's much too cold to be in the workshop at the moment, I'd knock out a couple of videos to see if they're useful to people, not for any marketing thing from the part of mmguitars.co.uk, just because they might be useful to other people. To study theory really gives you the opportunity to understand why certain things happen. We all hear the stories about people like Eddie Van Halen or Billy Duffy or whoever it might be that they say, oh, I never learned about music theory, or Kurt Cobain never learned about music theory. That may be true as far as they understand it, but they understand how certain things fit together. And if you're not a Kurt Cobain or an Eddie Van Halen, then we need all the help we can get, and that's what music theory gives us. So I thought we'd just knock out a couple of quick videos. I really want all these videos to be just maximum a couple of minutes long so that they're digestible. I think a big problem with learning anything nowadays with the internet that we have access to is that there's so much information on there that we get sort of overwhelmed with information and say, you must learn this, you must learn that, you need to learn about these minor chords, these minor triads, and it's just too much to take in all at once. So I thought we would just do 1-2 minute things, and that comes into my theory of practice as well, which we'll talk about later. But if each part is digestible, then you can take that on board, then move on to the next one, and hopefully each will build on to the next. So we're going to talk about guitars, we're going to talk about theory, and we're going to talk about practice, and we're going to talk about why all these things slot together to make up a rounded guitarist, which I used to be, I think. I know lots of good guitarists. Hi, Cavus. I know lots of really good guitarists that are out there and they practice a lot. People say that Dimebag Darrell never practiced. Yeah, Dimebag Darrell practiced. He put in a lot of hours to get that good. Whether he called it theory or not is a different matter, but let's talk about why theory matters and see if it's useful. See you in a minute.